Hey there, my name is Sage and you are watching D&D Daily. Today we're doing a flavor build called the Frogssassin. In order to play the Frogssassin, you're going to want to be a Grung Rogue Assassin with the Sharpshooter feat. We've kept the background for the Frogssassin really light. We envision him as an assassin for hire. He doesn't kill for fun, but he'll kill pretty much anyone if the price is right. Past that, you have all the creative freedom in the world. The personality of the Frogssassin is that he is ethicless. He doesn't care about who his targets are. If the pay is right, he'll off them without a question or remorse. He's a professional. He has standards. He's polite. He's efficient. And above all, he has a plan to kill everyone he meets. In combat, the Frogssassin is a sniper assassin. He uses his stealth and mobility to set up and execute an extremely high damage shot. This shot is a combination of Sharpshooter's range, Assassin's Assassinate feature, poison, and as many enchantments and mods he can put into his crossbow as possible. The Frogssassin tries to end the combat before it begins. If this fails, he always has a backup plan. He tries to establish an escape route that takes advantage of his high vertical mobility or his ability to breathe underwater. If he thinks he can continue the fight, he still attempts to get to a strong location and will use Rogue's steady aim to get high-powered shot after high-powered shot. All of these high-powered shots are also poisoned because he is a Grung, and that is one of the features he gets. He adheres to the one-shot, one-kill mantra. A defensive option that comes from being a Grung is that every time you're touched, the enemy needs to make a Constitution saving throw. This saving throw, they'll usually pass it, but when they don't, they take on the poison condition. Something super neat about Grungs is they have sticky pads, so they can stick to walls. It technically just gives them a climbing speed, but I envision it like an actual frog, where they can stick to things. In between this, his expertise in acrobatics and his ability to leap his full movement speed can create some pretty awesome situations in combat where you're jumping from, building to building or from wall to wall. You have a whole bunch of cool mobility to work with this character. Out of combat, the Frogssassin can act as an infiltrator, though note he doesn't have dark vision, so this can hinder this role quite a bit. His high mobility lets him act as a scout in many situations, such as climbing to the top of a city to get a bird's eye view. During the Frogssassin's downtime, you can find him making more and more intricate poisons using proficiency in the Poisoner's Kit. This is an art for the Frogssassin and a bit of an obsession. These poisons would be used for his sniper shots and not necessarily for the moment-by-moment combats that you'll find yourself getting into. Another obsession of his is customizing his crossbow for range, utility, and damage output, attaching a scope, creating a grappling hook option, customizing more damaging arrows, and so on. He treats his crossbow as an extension of himself. He will track and study his targets. He likes to figure out their habits to establish his best point of attack. He'll also carry out the assassinations during his downtime. Every entrepreneur also needs to market themselves, and an assassin is no different. Every time he enters a city, he would use his thieves' cant to either find the local gang or to signal that there is an assassin for hire in town. The key mechanics of playing the Frogssassin is that Dex is going to be far and away the most important stat, followed by Constitution and Wisdom. By taking expertise in stealth and perception, you have the tools you need to find the perfect spot and to find your enemies from your perfect spot. If your DM makes you roll athletics checks to climb despite having sticky pads, you may want to consider picking up expertise in athletics. Otherwise, Thieves' tools to help with infiltration is probably the way to go. The weaknesses of the Frogssassin is he has no dark vision. A weakness made worse because as a rogue you have a lot of skills best used at night. So unlike a lot of assassins, he would want to assassinate during the day. He has water dependency, meaning he needs to spend some time in water every single day, otherwise he's going to have to face consequences. And like most rogues, he is squishy, so keep that in mind. You don't want to be taking too many hits. Using the Frogssassin as an NPC, you can have him target the party, or you can have him meet the party and be like, hey, I'm an assassin for hire, let me know if you want me to kill anyone. You can also just kind of have him be a personality that hangs out in the bar nearby and then later becomes someone who targets them. But keep in mind that if you're going to have a combat with him, he always has an escape route in mind. So he's going to go for that initial high-powered shot, and then it's probably going to become a chase as he starts leaping from building to building, sticking to walls, and jumping in water and swimming away. Or the keynote for the Frogssassin for me is all about that sniper's mindset. That patience, that positioning, that one-shot, one-kill. All of that can be explored and enjoyed with this character. What I want to know is what you would do with your Frogssassin. What would you do to make them cooler, more unique, have that extra bit of flavor? Let us know in the comments down below. We are D&D Daily. We release new D&D content every single day, so if that's interesting to you, hit the subscribe button and I'll see you tomorrow.